Well, hello there, people with the internet, and hello again. I'm TheMBmulti, and welcome to I think this is part 15, I guess, of Doki Doki Blue Skies. In the previous episode, we celebrated Christmas together with all the members of the Literature Club. We did a Secret Santa. We obviously had Yuri, and Yuri obviously had me, because, of course, coincidences and stuff. And as I was getting a bit too intimate with Yuri, Sayori entered the room, and it got a bit awkward. Well, entered the room, she entered my house. Because she already left, and then she forgot her presents, which was mysteriously on the kitchen table as well. Yeah, we were in the living room, which is where everybody had their presents. Yuri and I, then everybody left, except Yuri. Yuri and I went into the kitchen, and then Sayori entered my house all of a sudden, because her present was gone. She forgot her present, and her present was on the kitchen table, which was very weird. And, yeah, it's a bit scary, but okay. Yeah, also that makes me think, does nobody, like, lock their house in Japan? Is it like normal for people to not lock their house? Because I know in the beginning it said, like, oh, the door is open, which was okay, because people were... I was expecting people to come in, so I kind of understand that you would leave the door open that way, because I was busy with cooking. But, like, even when I was sick, Yuri and Sayori entered my house all of a sudden, and then again Sayori entered my house. Like, my theory is that Sayori just has a key to my place because we're so good friends, but I have a feeling nobody in Japan, like, locks their door for some reason, which is very weird. But anyway, it is December 31st, so it's the last year of the day for some reason. Oh, that wasn't even a joke. They literally said, the last year of the day. What the fuck? As I push myself up, my gaze floats across my room. It looks exactly the same, save for the tea set on my desk. In a strange way, it's like Yuri's presence is here with me. Oh yeah, we both gave each other a tea set. Well, she gave me an entire tea set, and I gave her a teapot. A strange feeling courses through me as I recall the shy, nervous look on her face as she handed me the gift. A feeling which only grows stronger as I recall the quiet, intimate moment we had with one another after the other girls left. It's definitely not an unpleasant feeling, but it does feel confusing. I feel warm inside, but it's still a foreign sensation. What exactly are Yuri and I? Part of me wants to take Yuri out on a date, but, well, I don't know what to do. Taking her out for coffee or tea seems a bit basic, but she likes tea though. So maybe that's not such a bad idea after all. Having finished my morning routine, I find myself sitting at the kitchen table idly scrolling through my phone. Maybe some fresh air will help me place my thoughts. Ah, that's much better. The air is a little biting, but I'm wrapped up warm, so it feels more as like a refreshing coolness. Unfortunately, I left my gloves at home, because I'm friends with Sayori, who does the exact same thing. So my hands are being subjected to the full wrath of the December air. Man, it'd be nice to have Yuri's hands to warm mine. Maybe I should just ask her to be my girlfriend. I mean, despite her being unsure of what we are, it's obvious that she likes me, right? How do you ask, though? Hey Yuri, I like you, and I think you like me too, so do you want to be my girlfriend? Nah, this sounds too childish. Sayori and I used to say that stuff to each other when we were really little. Oh, I skipped a triple, that's okay. A white bow coming into my peripheral vision snaps me out of my inner turmoil. I was about to say, that should be Monika! Hi Mark, didn't expect to see you about. Looks like you've gone for a walk. Oh hey Monika, yeah, I was in the mood for some fresh air, so here I am. Do you have any plans for New Year's? Kind of. I'm used to just watch the fireworks on TV with my parents, but they're not around this year. I guess you could watch them at home. And choose not to divulge the fact that I'm stuck for date ideas, at least not yet. Monika studies me for a moment. Her gaze feels like an X-ray, and I feel she is somehow reading directly into my mind. Say Mark, Would you say that fireworks can be described as romantic? Yeah, forget Paris or the Eiffel Tower. Exploding gunpowder and pyrotechnics are what come to mind when someone says romance. I laugh, but her knowing smirk doesn't move. If I were interested in someone, I think taking them to see fireworks for New Year's would be the perfect way to start our relationship. Yeah, where's this coming from? Whoa there, Monika! Whoa, okay. That's a bit too much, especially coming from you. Come on, Mark, you can't be this dense. There's a firework display in town. If you head to the Skytree Tower, you'll be guaranteed an amazing view. They start at 10 and finish at midnight. They start at, what are you gonna fire fireworks for like 4 consecutive hours? Not 4. 2 consecutive hours, but still. Are they gonna fire fireworks for like 2 hours straight? Like, that's a bit overkill. You do have to book. But it's only like... It's only 430 yen. I guess yen is not worth as much as... Like, there's a big difference between euros and yen, because if I would have to pay 430 euros to go to a fireworks show, there's no way in hell. I could buy 2 brand new computers for that money. That's way to start the new year, if you ask me. She winks at me. Well, I suppose there's no sense hiding it or trying to play naive. Yuri and I were pretty obvious on Christmas Day. Trust me when I say you should take her. Oh, well, okay, yeah, well, okay, Monika, you're being ridiculously fucking forceful. I don't know what word to use, Monika, but okay, sure. You think? I know. I've seen how you two acted together over the past few months, and to be honest, it's about time you got together. Have we really been that obvious? A smile is my only answer, I sigh. Anyway, what about you? What are you up to today? Don't suppose I'll also see you under the fireworks tonight? Maybe with some hotshot tennis player? I'm not sure, but to my surprise she doesn't even smile. It's only when I properly look at her to see bags under her eyes. She snorts derisively. I don't think there's much chance of that happening. Even her voice sounds a little drained. I've been busy. With what? She hesitates for a moment, looking aside for a moment. This is my parents' business. It's nothing I can't handle. Nah, now it makes me sad that there is no Monika around. Well, just make sure not to push yourself too hard, okay? I know you're our president and all, but everyone needs a break. I feel kind of bad knowing that you're encouraging Yuri and I to spend time together when it looks like you can't even relax yourself. She looks up at me, surprise written over her face. Thank you, Mark. Your concern is appreciated. I'll try to bear that in mind. She briefly checks her watch. Is it the time already? Is that the time already? I've got to go, unfortunately. Need to pick some stuff up from the shops for my parents. Catch you later, Mark. See you, Monika, and thanks for the fireworks suggestion. She smiles and waves, leaving me to ponder her current life situation. I just hope she'll be okay. Oh well, Monika isn't my focus for now. The way this person thinks is really, really ridiculous to me. Like, fucking hell. Just, like, yes, I understand, like, oh yeah, it's a big deal with Yuri and stuff, but when a friend shows, like, a dear friend of yours, even Monika, and yes, I do consider Monika a friend in this universe, if she shows up and you can clearly see that she's not having the best of times, how the hell can you just easily just go like that, like, oh yeah, no, I don't have to worry about her. This guy did the exact same thing with Sayori in the beginning, and it's doing it again with Monika. I mean, yeah, with Sayori it was a bit different, because with Sayori I talked about it with Monika and with Yuri, and we all came to the conclusion I have to give her a bit of space and I shouldn't force myself on her, and that's why I eventually let it be. But that doesn't mean that I can't worry about it. But the guy in game said, "Oh, don't worry, fuck Sayori. I'm gonna hang out with Yuri right now." Like, no, no, it's a dear friend of yours. Why the hell can you just so easily turn off all your thoughts when you see something pretty alarming like that? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's true, Monika isn't my focus for now, but don't say it like that. Like, you know, it doesn't, like, this basically says it like, yeah, fuck that, I don't care if she gets hit by a bus or whatever, like, I want to go towards Yuri right now. Like, no. Like, if Monika, like, got, like, into an let's use that example. If Monika got into an accident right now and she was at the hospital, like, fuck that plan with Yuri. Maybe I'll call her, like, if we had plans. Like, Yuri, I know we had plans, but Monika got hit by a bus and is in the hospital right now. We need to fucking get over. I need to get over there. I want to get over there. You want to come with me? Like, that's not like, oh, like Yuri asking, have you heard anything of Monika? Oh, no. She may be in the hospital, but it's okay. Like, no, it's like, you know, it's still a friend, for fuck's sake. And yes, even Monika, you know? I dig on my phone to navigate to Yuri? Navigate to Yuri? Did you mean message to Yuri? Hey Yuri. I love how, like, I am super casual, not using any, like, punctuation or capitals or whatever. And then Yuri is like, good afternoon, with punctuation, capitals, and my name in capital, like, everything exactly perfect. And I just read like this. And the fun fact is, I, in real life, also write like this. Punctuation and capitals everywhere. Like, I never write like that. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. My fingers hesitate over the screen. Are you busy tonight? I think I'm free. Why? What do you mean? I thought on Christmas Eve we already agreed that we would spend New Year's together, but okay. Another bout of hesitation. Come on, Mark. She likes you too. Did you want to check out the fireworks with me tonight? Monika mentioned we can go to the Skytree Tower. I can see Yuri typing a message, but the seconds that tick by feel like hours. An awful lot is resting upon those 3 dots. I'd love to. I can feel the threat as you're staring at your phone. You can see typing and then deleting and then typing. And you're like, I can feel the panic attack. What time did I start? The feeling of relief coursing through me makes my body feel much lighter. Why was I even nervous? Monika said they start around 10 PM, so would you want to come over a bit earlier? We can hang out and then go from my house. Of course. Is it okay if I come over at 7 PM? There are a few errands I need to run. Sure thing, I'll see you at 7 then. I look forward... Oh, she said it's a smile. Yes, there we go. Well, all things considered, that could have gone a lot worse. Although I'm relieved, I can't help but feel apprehensive about how tonight will go. I mean, a date with Yuri? Under the fireworks on New Year's Day? We almost kissed last time and now there won't be anyone to interrupt us. Oh man, I really hope I don't mess up our first kiss. Maybe I could Google it. I laugh as I slip my phone back into my pocket. That would actually be me though, you know, like, shit, fuck, shit, and then fucking how to not mess up first kiss, and then go to like a WikiHow page and read it. Man, I really need to get rid of these Christmas decorations. I'll do it tomorrow, besides I don't think Yuri will mind. Oh yeah, also, I did all of this. Like, I bought an entire Christmas tree. Oh, it looks like a fake tree, so it could have perhaps been already in my house, like... But still, like, I did quite a lot. I didn't really realize it when it happened in a previous episode, but, you know, I did quite a lot with the Christmas decorations and stuff. It's been a few hours since I got back from my walk. Since then, I decided to cook some more salmon teriyaki, as I still had a surplus of the ingredients from Christmas Day. I'm still surprised at my own cooking prowess. The days of ready meals and unhealthy snacks seem so long ago. It's safe to say that Yuri has definitely changed my life for the better. I jumped slightly at the sound of my doorbell ringing. Wow, is it really 7 o'clock already? Looks like our date is already upon us. Stay calm, Mark. Stay calm. Okay, all of a sudden it's daytime as well. With one last quick deep breath, I swing the door open. Good evening, Mark. Hey, Yuri. Without thinking, I dart forward and wrap her into a hug. The sudden action catches Yuri off guard. That much is obvious by how she startles. She eases into a gesture and tentatively slides her arms around me. She smells wonderful and feels so warm. Not that I'm complaining, but what brought this on? It's only as we break apart does my brain finally catch up. I don't think I've ever been so forward with Yuri before. Did I really just do that? I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. No, it's okay. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You're quite a good hugger. Okay, you too. Anyway, come in. She smiles gratefully and steps into the hallway, closing the door softly behind her. See Sayori? He can close the door. No, okay. For Sayori is like one of the only ones I would tolerate that. No, actually, yeah. She is the only one I would tolerate that for. Especially not Natsuki or Monika. So we have 3 hours until the fireworks starts. What would you like to do in the meantime? That is a good question. We normally read a book or cook, right? Well, I've already made some teriyaki and I don't think you have any books on you, right? She nods. How about we try a VN, what that may be? VN? Oh, sorry, a visual novel. Nice. That's this. I'm playing a visual novel right now. Yeah, are you familiar with them? Yes, I am, although I can't say I've tried any myself. They're essentially text-based stories that you play as a computer or video game, correct? With art such as sprites. Yeah, let's play this game. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. It looks a lot like what I'm going through right now. It's very interesting. There's this girl and it kills everybody, and her name is Monika, not related. I guess they're kinda like a halfway point between the traditional methods of storytelling you prefer and the manga that Natsuki likes. I suppose that's one way of looking at them. She doesn't look as enthusiastic compared to when we talk about a normal book, which is a shame. Just play full-on video games. Come on. Just introduce her to Doom Eternal or something, and I bet she'll like it. You don't look too keen. Oh, I don't? Sorry, I didn't mean to look bored or anything. She takes a moment to compose herself. Let's give it a try, Mark. I believe it will do me well to try a new medium of storytelling, and I shouldn't be dismissive just because it's different to what I'm used to. So what did you have in mind? Well, I know how much a good story means to you, so I've got just the visual novel. Basically, it's about a bunch of students who get locked in a school, and the only way to escape is to kill someone else and not get caught in the class trials that happen after their murder. What? It's like, well, what the hell? Locked in a school and the only way to escape is to kill someone else and not get caught in the class trials that happen after a murder? What the fuck? Is this like, what the fuck is that game called that everybody's talking about all the time? I've forgotten what the game is called. You know, with the imposter and you have to kill everybody, you know? What the fuck? I really want to know what it's called now, the game, but I've forgotten the name. I don't know. Among Us! There we go! This is Among Us in visual novel form, I guess. Trust me, it's full of twists, and I want to see if someone as smart and analytical as you can figure out who the murderers are in the cases. It really raises a lot of questions about what lengths people will go to survive, and the characters are fantastically written. Ah, a murder mystery. Are there any horror elements by any chance? Unfortunately not. It can get quite tense, and some of the chapters are fairly creepy though. Trust me, even without horror, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. Okay then. I'll trust you on that. Let's go. Nearly 2 hours have passed since I introduced Yuri to the game. Needless to say, it's proven to be a large hit with her. A surprise to be sure, but not an... Is that a Star Wars reference, I spy? Surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Or is that even from Star Wars? I think it is. We will watch your career with great interest. We've just reached the second trial, and although Yuri was keen to press on to find who the killer of the chapter was, we have to get a move on. A true predicament. Do you risk permanently blackening your conscience in the name of freedom? Or can such an act be excused in such circumstances? Obviously, murder is wrong, and outside of self-defense, never tolerated in society, but it's safe to say that in those walls, the regular rules of society don't apply. Somehow I knew you'd like it. Anyway, we should probably get going soon. Oh, I almost forgot. For the fireworks we have... Oh crap, we have to book online. Could you search for the tower online? She complies, and within minutes the appropriate phone number is on the screen. Anyway, I need the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom, I guess. Real quick, so I'll be back in a second. A date with Yuri under the fireworks. Haha, this really does sound like a stereotype. To my surprise, however, Yuri is just sitting there, awkwardly twiddling her phone in her hands. Yuri? Mm-hmm. Did you ring them? I kinda assumed you would, given that I went to the bathroom. Oh, no, I haven't. Well, I know that she struggles with talking to people face to face, but over the phone as well? Oh, saving. Okay, call for her or encourage her to call? Well, I guess since I am the one that suggested that we should go there, I guess I expected that I would have already booked the tickets, so therefore I should be the one calling because I haven't yet. I mean, she didn't suggest going for looking for fireworks. I did. So I'll call for her instead. So it should have been my responsibility to get those tickets in the first place. It's cool. I should have realized you struggled with this sort of thing, so I shouldn't have left this for you. I'll ring them. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? I really should do it myself. I'm sure. With my phone in hand to make the booking. Simple enough. Just needed our names and I told them we'd pay money when we get there. Done. I can't believe I couldn't even do something as simple as that. Yuri, it's honestly okay. Let's get going, alright? Oh, okay, sorry. I chuckled to myself. Her New Year's resolution should be to apologize less. Okay, hang on. Let's load it on one more time, just to see what this one does. Hey, I know it might be a little daunting. Heck, I don't think anyone enjoys talking over the phone to a stranger, but I know you can do this. Really? I must look so stupid. You don't. Talking to people is hard for you, but... So maybe I shouldn't have suggested it. No, I think you're right. I can. Oh wow, bold instead of italic. Interesting. I give her an encouraging smile. Of course you can. She types the number on her phone. You've got this. Hello, I'd like to book a slot at the Skytree Tower for 2, please. She looks over at me and I smile and nod in affirmation. The rest of the phone call carries on fairly uneventfully. Aside from the odd stutter, it was pretty much flawless on Yuri's part. See? That wasn't bad. That wasn't so bad, was it? I'm not sure. I did stutter a lot. Nah, it was barely noticeable. Everything sorted? Yes, we will give the money when we arrive. Sounds good. I know it wasn't easy for you, Yuri, so I want you to know that I'm proud of you, okay? Thank you, I'm glad I did it as well. Yeah, this entire situation shouldn't have happened because I was the one that suggested this, so I should have been the fucking one that already booked the freaking tickets before she came over, not wait until the very fucking last minute to do that. But okay, whatever, fine. But it's cold out, isn't it? At least the snow's gone, though. Yeah, that was only on Christmas there was snow, and oh no, and like the couple days ahead of Christmas, and then all of a sudden it's gone. A soft warmth slowly makes its way over to my cold hands. I once again forgot my fucking gloves, apparently. I quickly notice where the warmth comes from. A very embarrassed and blushing Yuri. You don't mind, do you? I figured with our combined heat, we could... She moves to withdraw her hands, but I hold firm. It's okay. Your hands feel really warm, and I like being able to do this with you. I swallow as a tiny bead of sweat forms on my forehead. Yuri smiles bashfully, but keeps her hands locked around mine. I've never held hands with someone before. What about your parents? Well, obviously I've held hands with them, but I meant more in this kind of sense. Ah, of course, this kind of sense. Neither of us know what it is. But to be honest, this feels nice. Why bother questioning it? Same. A quiet, comfortable silence falls between us. How is it that something as simple and basic as holding someone's hand can make you feel so warm and content inside? This isn't the only new feeling I've had, to be honest. Spending time with you over the past few months has proven to be a novel experience in many ways. How so? It might sound rather sad. I tenderly rub my thumb over the back of Yuri's hand. You can say it, Yuri, there's no judgment here. The feeling of having a friend, knowing there's someone out there who actually cares about me and wants to spend time with me. It's something I've never really felt before. Huh, really? Not even with the other club members? Oh, I'm friends with the girls, of course. What I was trying to say is that, well, our friendship feels a lot deeper than the bonds I have with those three. Get along with Natsuki, Sayori and Monika, we could talk about things, but she looks away. With you, it feels like you truly want to be my friend. I feel like what do you mean? Those others also truly want to be your friends, Yuri. I feel like I can count on you, more so than I can count on the others. Not to say that I don't value them or anything. I think I know what you're saying. Like, I'm friends with them as well, but I do feel a connection with you I don't have with the others. Even with Sayori was just saying something. Oh, come on. Don't throw Sayori under the bus there. Come on. But I find it strange that I'm your first, proper friend. I'd have thought someone like you would have plenty of close friendships. Someone like me? Yeah, someone so kind, so thoughtful, so intelligent, and so interesting. She smiles sadly. You're kind too, Mark. I just wish that other people see me the way you do. Well, again, you're doubting yourself a bit too much there again, Yuri. Like, thinking they're not worth the time of your other friends. Because I'm pretty sure the reason why you're not closer friends with them is mostly you. Which isn't bad, but, it's like... I'm pretty sure that, they can all... They also would do stuff like listen to you more properly and stuff. Maybe not Natsuki, but at least Sayori and Monika. At least Sayori. 100% sure Sayori. Like 95% sure Monika, and then Natsuki. I'm not giving a start about Natsuki. Before I have a chance to pursue that somewhat mysterious sense of any further, Yuri nudges me and points towards a building. This is the tower, yes? Yeah, it is. Let's head inside and pay before we head up. After what felt like a billion flight of steps, we're finally at the top. Yuri is hovering just as much as I am, which makes me chuckle slightly. It looks like we're both as unfit as each other. Wow, the view up here is incredible. As I gaze over the edge, I'm afforded a lovely view of the entire city. The small pinpricks of yellow lights contrast beautifully against the darkness of the sky. Against the Latina of the sky. Yuri walks over to the edge of the balcony. Her face lights up in awe, and as she takes in the sights, and honestly, it's hard to tell what's more beautiful. Wow, really had to throw in that line. I take my place next to her and instinctively reach for her hands. The shyness in her face is still detectable, but a newfound sense of confidence has largely taken its place. Looking over the city with Yuri's hand in mine makes me feel nostalgic in a way, almost like I'm looking over every menu of every moment I've ever at every event of my life. It's rare that I feel this contemplative and reflective, but there's no denying how enjoyable it feels. Getting lost in thoughts, idly thinking about anything and everything. It's a mental bliss that resonates perfectly with the girl I'm standing with. Mark? Her voice is soft and gentle, as if sensing the immersion of the moment and being wary to disrupt it. Do you ever think about all of the decisions you've made? All of the actions you've taken? All of the things you've said? All of the friendships and bonds you've made? Sometimes, it's not often, but moments like these make me quite reflective. I like to do the same. All of those choices, decisions and actions, they make us who we are today. Are you happy with the choices you've made? Right now, definitely. Are you? She looks away for a moment. I think it's safe to say that everyone has their regrets, things they could have done differently, which would have produced a better result. Things that they wish they didn't say in an argument, things they wish they told people while they could. But I think people forget about the things they're happy with, the things they'd never trade for in the world. And she takes a deep breath. this moment is definitely one of them. She scoots closer to me. At this point, our hips are touching, and the attractive scent of her perfume wafts its way into my nose. Oh, the temptation to just grab her and kiss her right now. I agree 100%, Yuri. There's things I regret too. The past year hasn't been great. What's with the divorce and the loneliness? That's a bit weird word choice, but okay. I turn to face her. But all of that is in the past now. Now I'm up here holding hands with a beautiful girl ready to celebrate the new year. An intense blush covers Yuri's face, and she looks away for a moment or two. When she looks back at me, there's a coy smile on her face. I never knew you were this romantic. We steadily move closer and closer. I can feel her warm breath on my face. Oh, here we go. We're super close again. Closer, closer, until... Bang! The loud sound of a firework going off makes both of us jump. The familiar feeling of disappointment returns, but only for a moment. The intense colors and fervent display of the first round of fireworks are too good to ignore. What the fuck? The once dark sky explodes into life, illuminated by a magnificent display of reds, yellows, greens and blues, all fighting for dominance in the canvas that is the night sky. As the sounds roar, Yuri slides up to me, resting the back of her head. I'm super tall, by the way, or Yuri is kneeling down, because there's no way that she would be like this fucking... I would, like, you know, the height difference. Resting the back of her head on my neck as she looks up into the dazzling display. Despite the loudness and brightness of the pyrotechnics, they don't at all feel overwhelming. In a way, it feels like they're our fireworks, our own celebration of not just the new year, but personal celebration of newfound relationship between Yuri and I. With the rainbow of colors dancing across the atmosphere, it's hard to believe that the skies were an empty dark blue just a few moments ago. I can even see the sight in front of me, reflected in Yuri's violet eyes. Another color I could get lost in. These are breathtaking. I've seen New Year's fireworks before, but only on television, never like this. I feel like I'm up there with them. And it was worth the intense cardio to get up here. Which one is your favorite? Oh, there are so many good choices. I love that little purple one. Yeah, good choice, Yuri, good choice. It's not as big or bold as some of the others, but it's a sightable hold in its own right. I figured you'd say the purple one. It's a good choice. I'm a sucker for the big ones, though. No, I'm a sucker for purple. That's my favorite color. The way they shoot up, and you know there's going to be a big explosion, makes the wait worth it. A smaller firework whistles by, moving horizontally across the sky. Another whirls by in a frantic spiral, shooting a luminous light as it goes. Another takes the form of a shooting star, leaving a glistering trail in its wake. Did you see that one? Love how it's meant to emulate a shooting star. Must be so fun to design fireworks, knowing that your creations will awe and amaze people. There's almost a childlike sense of playfulness in her voice, the kind I normally associate with Sayori. It's refreshing to see such pure, innocent joy in her. Eventually the fireworks start to wear off. With one last huge explosion, the yellow lights flicker out, leaving the night sky to remain empty once more. Worth it, eh? Definitely. Oh wow, that was perhaps the best way to start off the year. Thank you for everything. Now that the show's over, we're pretty much back to where we were before we were interrupted. There we go. With my heart hammering away, my face inches closer and closer to Yuri's, and this time, I know full well there won't be anything to get in the way. I close my eyes as I feel warm, soft lips on my own. The feeling is indescribable. It just feels so right. Her pace is slow and passionate, and I'm able to easily match her rhythm. Yuri hums contently as I hold her hips. Okay, well, it's getting a bit too descriptive here, but okay. I turned off nudity and shit, so I hope that it also applies for dialogue. And pull her closer to mine. Her hands are linked around the part of my neck, pulling me into the kiss. I gently rest my hands on her neck and side of her face. The softness of her skin matches the softness of her lips. After a while, we eventually break apart, with her face this close to mine. I can see every eyelash and, more worryingly, the tears that are forming on her eyes. Yuri, are you okay? I'm fine. Sorry, that was just a really intense moment for me. Hey, it's okay. Take your time. It was pretty overwhelming on my end as well. I'm here for you and I'm not going anywhere. She clings to me a little harder. Do you really mean that? Of course I do. Even if I were to show you the parts of me that I'm ashamed of, would you still stay with me? Yuri, that's not even a question. Of course I would. I wouldn't leave you for anything. Thank you. Thank you. She wraps her arms around me and rests her head on my chest. I'm a little taken aback, but take the opportunity to plant a kiss on the top of her head. I'm curious though, what exactly did she mean by parts that I'm ashamed of? Now isn't the time to ask. So, I guess we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, huh? Yes, I suppose we are. The new semester is going to be interesting, isn't it? Yes, it most definitely will be. With a smile, she gently grasps my hands and leads me down towards the door. I'm still hardly daring to believe my luck. Yuri actually kissed me. I must be the luckiest guy in the world. Okay, wow. Yeah, that is one hell of an episode. Thanks for the suggestion, Monika. Act 3. Why is there blood there? Old wounds. Everything I touch crumbles down in this imaginary world. How many times have I rebuilt it? Okay, I'll save it there. And I'll end up this episode. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but I feel like we should start Act 3 in the new episode. Woo! Okay, so we're officially dating Yuri now. Okay. I really hope Sayori is gonna be okay. Like, I really feel like I've been neglecting Sayori in a way. I mean, even though, as I mentioned it in the original game, I prefer to have her as a friend more likely than like a romantic interest. But I'm just going Yuri now, only Yuri, and just Yuri, I should say. But you know, and there's no barely any interaction with Sayori, and I kind of miss Sayori in a way. I mean, I'm not regretting choosing Yuri or anything, but you know, I do feel like there's another playthrough coming after this where I choose Sayori. Just, you know, just because Sayori also deserves a lot of love in her life. And I'm also very curious to see what the old wounds are, because I'm pretty sure the acts are still the same with every character. Of course, different events, but, you know. And then, of course, Sayori, there would also be something there. But anyway, I hope you Romans enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did. Subscribe to join the Roman army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete!